A single moment can change your life forever. A single decision you make can have a lasting impact. As we grow up, there are various things we come across and do that define us and help us grow into what we ultimately become. Life is made up of various moments, but honestly, it only takes a moment, one single moment, for your entire life to change. That moment came in my life 6 years ago. I have always been super active. When I was young, I used to be the child with the extra energy and the kid who wanted to try and participate in everything. I would participate in every competition. I played squash at a national level. I ran for my school. I played football as well as did horse riding. Like my father, I hope to be fit and be able to play a sport for the rest of my life. I was also very focused on my studies. I loved mathematics, economics, and commerce. According to career counselors, my plan after completing my ICSE should be to get into a good college, graduate with a major in economics, and then go for a top master's program in economics. I still have the paper from my career counselors that read Masters in Economics, year 2014, in big bold letters. Well, clearly I have not gone for that as yet. I'm here, right now, doing what I love, and it is all thanks to a fall. On a lovely day 6 years ago, I went horse riding. I was riding a completely new horse. I loved horse riding. I loved being outdoors, feeling the breeze and breathing the fresh air. That day was one of those days. I was riding a great horse. His name was Maximus. It was all perfect until we were in a gallop. I wanted to go left and my horse decided to go right. I flew off my horse only to land on my heel, which in turn had an impact on my right knee. I could not stand up. I was in excruciating pain. I had to be carried out of there. I was 2 hours away from the main city and had to wait for my parents to come and pick me up. I waited and waited. They finally came and took me to the hospital. Once I reached there, I had to have an immediate surgery. This is when I knew my life had changed forever. I could not have a reconstruction surgery as I was too young, and this would hamper my growth. I did not want to have one leg shorter than the other, so the doctors did what they could do best and advised no squash, no horse riding, no dancing, or anything else with impact. Now, telling a 15-year-old child to stop doing what she loves doing was not exactly going to work, was it? My squash nationals were only 6 months away, and I knew I had to get fit in time. I was determined. It was like I had to reach my goal. I had to win that medal. I tried everything. I started my physiotherapy, I hit the gym, and over the course of time, I did get slightly better. The pain had reduced and I did feel a bit stronger. But unfortunately, I wasn't 100% okay. Every time I started playing, I would feel this nagging pain in my right knee that would stop me from being the best that I could. This is when my father was having a Pilates course in Mumbai. He was hosting the course. At this time, I begged to do the course. I was too young, but I tried anyway. 10 days into the course and my pain had vanished. I had no pain at all. I was much stronger, I was way more balanced, and I felt very stable. My squash coach too was impressed by how quickly I had recovered. I was being able to play properly. I also managed to complete the course successfully. That year, when I went for my nationals, I stood 4th in India, and it was a big achievement for me. I knew I had done it. And this is when I decided that, like my father, the fitness industry was my calling. Through my journey in fitness, I have not only been able to help myself, but I also believe I have been able to help and change many people's lives. I have helped them through injury, saved them from surgery, and also just help them get fit and more confident about themselves. I have helped a football player with a hamstring injury. His league was only some time away. I have helped him through his hamstring injury. He got fit in time, was on field in just a few classes, and even played the league that year. I helped a dancer who had a slip disc. She was told to stop dancing. Every little movement that she did, she would feel an excruciating amount of pain. Fortunately, I was able to help her. In just 4 classes, she came back saying, "I have no pain." This was a big achievement for me. She also performed a dance performance 1 month later. Another transformation was of a girl who came into my studio sad, unhappy with her body, unhappy with herself, and hating the fact that she had to work out, to a girl who now comes into my studio smiling, full of energy, and ready to face every new challenge. She is now more confident about herself and loves herself much more. I have been fortunate to be able to help so many people, and I have my fall to thank for that, as that is where it all began. My fall changed my career path. I would not be doing what I am today had it not been for my fall. I have managed to open 2 Pilates and altitude training studios and hope to open many more. I am also going to be pursuing a master's in sports and fitness. Just a note, I am still horse riding, I still play squash, and I am still dancing, learning jive, salsa, waltz, and jazz. My fall changed my career path. I did complete my major in economics, but also took up fitness extremely seriously. My fall can be taken positively or negatively. I would say though, it did more good than bad. It is in moments like this that I believe life gives you a wake-up call. It is asking you what you are going to do. Are you going to keep walking the same path, or are you going to try something different? Are you going to do what you love, what you want to do, or are you going to continue on the usually treaded path? These moments come to us as opportunities. They shake us and tell us to try something different, try something new, and think of something new. These opportunities can often scare us and confuse us, and we wonder if we should try something new or stick to the original path. The decision is ours to make. Many people have had these moments. It could be one piece of advice, a decision, one experience, or even a fall that can change a life forever. My moment was my fall. Each of you here, sitting here, listening to me, will have that moment or have already had that moment. Change can happen in an instant. Identify that moment, as it is in these moments that will define you and create who you are. Consider these moments. They could be big or small, that will change you and make you who you are today. Thank you.